Hello, a warm welcome to the Bakau Mini Stadium, and wherever you might be getting our voices and signals from, you most welcome. And welcome to the Bakau Mini Stadium for the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32. And the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32 clash between Serrekunda FC and Fortune Football Club. From the Bakau Mini Stadium, live on LSTV and also on the official Facebook page of Fortune Football Club. And the game has just started. Fortune Football Club, currently dressed in white and green shirts and green socks, playing from our right to left from our commentary decks, whilst the home side Serrekunda FC dressed in blue shirts and blue socks, and Serrekunda United, or Serrekunda FC rather, playing from our left to right from where we are seated. The home side Serrekunda FC currently starting with Seydou Jallow 23 in goal, Abil Job 10, Sekou Mane 3, Edward Mendy, Essa Sanyang, Osman Nyang, Ibrahim Baji, Mohamed Jaju, Esa Gay, and Alpha Baba Toure 32. Completing the 11 for Serrekunda FC, and Serrekunda FC is under the guidance of Alfuseni Sen as head coach, and he's assisted by Ella Sow. And Fortune Football Club, as usual, starting in goal with Alaji Mbalo, Sambujang Toure, Sirifo Dabo, Bakari BC, Ibrahim Toure, Seni Jata, Ibu Sanyang, Salifu Koli, Mohamed Jallow, Gaira Juve, completing the 11 for coach Jane Juve's side, and the team is under the guidance of Jane Juve, and Jane is reliably assisted by Mustafa Jaju. Few minutes into this contest, it is 0-0. And it is the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32, the round of 32 fixture between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC dressed in all blue, blue shirts and blue socks. Just as I said earlier, playing from our left to right, whilst Fortune in white and green shirts and green socks. And Fortune Football Club starting the play from their own half. Sirifo Dabo, Gaira Juve currently leading the line for the Petroleum Boys of Fortune Football Club. The central referee is Modlamin Job. Modlamin is assisted by Syed Galan, Sasum Sar and Sering MC, serving as the fourth assistant referee. Bakari B. Sise will get that for Fortune Football Club. Bakari Sise is playing on the left side of Fortune's defense. Ibrahim Toure operating on the right. Sambujang Toure and Sirifo Dabo are the two central defenders. Seni Jata, the young Seni Jata, is marshalling the central midfield. This time it is Fortune on the attack. Ibu Sanyang controlling that ball beautifully to Bakari B. Sise. Sise Bakari B trying to clear his line. Lost it to Serrekunda FC. Bakari on a defensive walk. Launched that ball around the center circle. Thousands of headers around the area. Serrekunda Football Club, formerly of Gamtel Football Club. This is the second season in the second division, and the team is currently 14th on the GFF Men's Division 2 with 15 points, whilst Fortune on second in the top flight with 34 points. 5 points behind champions Real de Banjul. Fortune Football Club, Gaira Juve, can he get something from this? Caught out by Serrekunda Football Club. Edward Mendy is the player in question.
Stop, go back.
It's already a goal kick for Serrekunda Football Club. Serrekunda Football Club, formerly of Gamtel Football Club. And this is the second season for Serrekunda Football Club, and this year they played the FF Cup preliminary where they got a victory over Wabanjul after a 1-1 trailing fixed scoreline. The side went on to win on post-match shootout against Wabanjul, booking a place in the FF Cup proper on their first fixture against Fortune Football Club. Is that going to be an offside? The flag of the assistant referee stayed down, and that's already an infringement. And that's a foul as signaled by central referee Modlamin Job. And Modlamin Job is the central referee. And Gaira Juve is in the list, happy with that. That was a pull on his shot by the central defender for Serrekunda Football Club. Back at the BCC will get this. And the next fixture for Fortune Football Club will be a game away to Heart FC next Thursday at the Soma Mini Stadium. Bakari Sise is getting this for the Petroleum Boys. It is 0-0 currently from the Bakau Mini Stadium. Bakari floats that ball forward, this time into the gloves of the custodian Seru Jalo. Serrekunda FC is under the guidance of Alfuseni Sen as head coach, and Alfuseni is assisted by Elas Sow. And it is a clash between a second tier side against Fortune Football Club playing in the top tier of Gambian football. Ibrahim Toure deployed on the right side of Fortune's defense, whilst Bakari BCC is playing on the left side. And Fortune Football Club, in case you're just joining us, is starting in goal with Alaji Mbalo, Sambujang Toure, Chirifo Dabo, Bakari BCC, Ibrahim Toure, Seni Jata, Ibu Sanyang, Salifu Koli, Mohamed Jallo, Gaira Juve completing the 11 for coach Jane Juve's side. While Serrekunda FC is having Sedu Jallo in goal, Abil Jallo, Sekou Mane, Edward Mendy, Esa Sanyang, Osman Nyang, Ibrahim Abaji, Mohamed Jaju, Esa Gay, Alpha Baba Toure completing the 11 for the Serrekunda boys. It is the boys in blue up against the boys in green and white. Gaira Juve trying to control that. The ball is too strong for Gaira, and it's a throw in Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda with a long one. Still in their own half, the boys in blue colors will now start the play from their own half, trying to launch an attack. Currently Seni Jata down, back on his feet. Bakari BCC for Fortune, not for too long. Serrekunda FC regain possession. Ball been blocked in there by Sambujang Toure. Ibu Sanyang trying to get the ball off the player. Serrekunda FC trying to penetrate here. This time caught out by Sirifo Dabo. An interesting force half coming from the Bakau Mini Stadium in the GFF Men's FF Cup. Gaira Juve, can he get something from this? It is Gaira Juve, and Gaira goes to ground. Is that a foul? And nothing given by the central referee. Gaira Juve is currently down, and the central referee will now call on the medics to come to the rescue of the player. Salifu Koli is currently protesting that should have been a penalty, but the central referee is in the least interested. The central referee is Modlamin Job, Seth Galan assistant Sasum Sar, and Sering MC is the fourth assistant referee. Jane Juve is also having a word with the fourth assistant referee on his area. And Gaira Juve is currently down, and the goalkeeper for Serrekunda FC is also down. Both players down injured, medics already on the pitch. That should have been an advantage Fortune Football Club. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper of Serrekunda FC to the rescue of the team. The goalkeeper is currently down alongside Gaira Juve of Fortune Football Club. In case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Bakau Mini Stadium in the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32. It is the round of 32. The first game for Fortune and the second game for Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC played the preliminary against Wabanjul and defeated Wabanjul on post-match shootout after 1-1 in regulation. And this is the second game for Serrekunda FC. After playing the preliminary, this is the fourth game. And it is the fourth game for Fortune Football Club. It is still 0-0 from the Bakau Mini Stadium. Gaira Juve down injured. The goalkeeper, Sedu Jallo for Serrekunda FC, also down injured. And both players are currently receiving attention from the medics, and the deputy goalkeeper for Serrekunda FC is also warming up on the other end if the first goalkeeper isn't able to continue. And Gaira Juve still having a word with the central referee. He believed that should have been a penalty. That's a tackle from behind. Gaira back on his feet. Gaira is still having a word with the central referee. Gaira Juve back on his feet. Sedu Jallo, the goalkeeper for Serrekunda FC, also back on his feet. No problems for both players. It's a set piece for Fortune Football Club at a promising position. Ibrahima delivers, and that's a great goal for Ibu Sanyang. Great delivery coming from Ibrahima Toure. And that's a thumping header coming from Ibu Sanyang. And Fortune Football Club lead by a goal to nil at the Bakau Mini Stadium in the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32 against Serrekunda Football Club. Ibu Sanyang with the only goal so far. A decent delivery from Ibrahima Toure. Fortune leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of Ibu Sanyang. Ibu Sanyang headed home to give the advantage to Fortune Football Club. Currently leading by a goal to nil at the Bakau Mini Stadium. Currently Fortune 1, Serrekunda FC nil in the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32. And the game is coming to you live from the Bakau Mini Stadium, and it is live from the Bakau Mini Stadium, live on LSTV and also on the official Facebook page of Fortune Football Club. It is currently the away side leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of Ibu Sanyang, with an incredible assist coming from Ibrahima Toure. Fortune lead by a goal to nil. Serrekunda FC trail. It is currently Serrekunda FC. Probably this goal might be a wake-up call. It's a strong one. Alaji Mbalo this time serving as a sweeper keeper. It is Fortune on the attack. Seni Jata trying to connect the run of Mohamed Jallo. Mohamed Jallo trying to unlock the defense, currently having it tough against the left wing back and 24 for Serrekunda FC. And this time is an advantage to the boys in all blue. Serrekunda FC in the second division, currently on 14th with 15 points, whilst Fortune in the top flight on second with 34 points, 5 points behind champions Real de Banjul. Bakari Sise Rasul, and rewarded by the central referee. The referee is Modlamin Job, assisted by Seth Galan, Sasum Sar and Sering MC as match officials. Currently Fortune enjoying the 1-0 advantage, courtesy of Ibu Sanyang, with an incredible assist from Ibrahima Toure, who is playing on the right side of Fortune's defense. Gaira Juve this time surged forward, penalized by the flag of the assistant referee. Gaira is penalized by the flag of the assistant referee. It's an advantage Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC under the guidance of Walfuseni Sen, assisted by Allah Sow as his assistant. Jane Juve is the technical, who is on the technical area for Fortune, and his assistant is Mustafa Jaju. Bakari Sise lost possession. Serrekunda FC. This time it is Salifu Koli, and Bakari is already down after that tackle on the player for Serrekunda FC. And in case you're just joining us, this is coming to you live from the Bakau Mini Stadium and the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32. Second game for Serrekunda FC and the fourth for Fortune Football Club. Serrekunda FC in the preliminary defeated Wabanjul on post-match shootout after a trailing 1-1 scoreline in regulation. And in the round of 32, a clash against Fortune Football Club at the Bakau Mini Stadium. And it is currently advantage Fortune Football Club, and the game is live on LSTV. At the commentary decks, Parlament Fati, Osman Kamara and Nimasada behind the camera as usual. It is Fortune Football Club to take this. Sirifo Dabo is the team captain, and Fortune is currently starting with Alaji Mbalo in goal. Sambujang Toure, Sirifo Dabo, Bakari Bisise, Ibrahima Toure, Seni Jata, Ibu Sanyang, Salifu Koli, Mohamed Jallo, Gaira Juve and Kausu Singate, completing the 11 for the Petroleum Boys. Kausu Singate trying to get the ball off the player. Serrekunda FC on a defensive work this time, and Serrekunda FC losing it to Fortune Football Club. Bakari Bisise will get that to Kausu, caught out by Serrekunda FC. A clearance, the flag of the assistant referee stayed down. Serrekunda FC on the attack around the center circle. The team trailed by a goal to nil against Fortune, trying to keep that ball on the far side. The player falls short. And the ball rolled out for a throw in. Ibrahima Toure wouldn't be in any hurry as he and his Fortune side enjoying the slender advantage against Serrekunda FC from the Bakau Mini Stadium. We also have some other games across other venues in the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32 fixtures. At the late Osman Saho football field, it is currently a clash between BST Galaxy and Samga Football Club. And we're also having some other fixtures around other venues. Serrekunda FC trying to unlock the defense of Fortune Football Club. Central referee handing the advantage to Serrekunda, and Serrekunda FC dressed in blue colors, blue shorts and blue socks, playing from our left to right, whilst Fortune Football Club in green and white shorts, green shorts and green socks. Serrekunda FC will benefit from a set piece at a great position. Fortune will have some defensive work to do. Coach Jane Juve is having some instructions for his players. Very busy on the technical area. It is already a calm area for Serrekunda FC after going down 1-0 against Fortune. Serrekunda Football Club. This time it's a strong header. It's a strong header coming from Serrekunda FC's Edward Mendy. Esa Geirada. Esa's powerful header sailed off target. And it is a goal kick. Fortune Alajim Balo is the custodian for the Petroleum Boys, having the defensive partnership of Sirifo Dabo and Sambujang Toure. Seni Jata deployed in the heart of the midfield alongside Ibu Sanyang. And Salih Fukuli. Mohamed Jallo is operating on the left side of the attack, whilst Kausu has been deployed on the left side of the attack. Gaira Juve currently leading the line for Coach Jane Juve. And it's a strong one coming from Serrekunda FC, calling in for a handball. Central referee not the least interested. Ibu Sanyang trying to clear his line. Ibu lost it, and it's a throw in Serrekunda FC. It has been a lively and a fascinating start to this fixture between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda FC. Kausu Singate is rewarded by the central referee. You could hear those boos coming from the technical bench of Serrekunda FC, and the head coach very busy on the technical area. Al-Hussein Sain is the head coach for Serrekunda FC, and having the assistance of Ella Sow. Alajim Balo, a long one, trying to connect the forwards for Fortune Football Club. Alajim Balo with a decent delivery, trying to connect the run of Gaira Juve. And it is all coming to you live from the Bakau Mini Stadium at a very comfortable football pitch anyway. Gaira Juve having a tough against the central defender and team captain for Serrekunda FC, Mohamed Jajo. And it's a throw in Fortune to benefit. Ibrahima Toure is getting that. Ibrahima assisted the goal of Ibu Sanyang, which is currently the difference between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda Football Club. Serrekunda Football Club, formerly of Gamtel Football Club, currently playing in the second tier of Gambian football, whilst Fortune playing in the top tier of Gambian football. Fortune currently on second, 5 points behind champions Real de Banjul. Fortune 34 points second, Real de Banjul leading the chart on 39. Third is Heart FC, just a point below Fortune Football Club and Brikama United sitting on fourth. Serrekunda FC on the attack, trailed by a goal to nil. Can they get something from this? Caught out by Ibu, or caught out by Salih Fukuli. Ibu Sanya, who scored the only goal, and that's a push. And it's a furious technical area. It's a furious technical area for Serrekunda FC. The central referee will have words with the assistant coach Ella Sow. Shown a yellow card. It is a long one coming from Fortune. A glancing header this time coming from Kausu. That's definitely very close. And that's a goal kick. Signaled by the assistant referee on the other end. And it is a goal kick. It's a goal kick for Serrekunda FC and quickly taken. Serrekunda FC with a long one from the central defender Sekou Mane. A strong header coming from Sirifo Dabo. Fortune to start the play from their own half through Mohamed Jallo. Jallo Mohamed, tricky and pacey, trying to unlock the defense, and already does an infringement. That's a card. That's a card. A card to Osman Nyang. That's another yellow card for Serrekunda FC. And this time to the number 4 Osman Nyang. Fortune to benefit from this set piece. Sambujang Toure is getting that for the Petroleum boys. Fortune playing from our right to left. Sambujang Toure urging his players to move forward. Sambujang Toure is having the defensive partnership alongside Sirifo Dabo. No Abdoulaye Tamba this afternoon. It's a strong one and a strong header coming from Serrekunda FC. It's a clearance on Fortune Football Club. Will benefit from a throw in. It is the GFF men's round of 32. Round of 32 between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda FC. The winner will advance to the round of 16 of the competition. It's a long throw in. Is that a foul throw? Yes, a signal by the central referee. Ibrahim Toure penalized. Serrekunda FC will get that from the Bakau Mini Stadium. It is a clash in the FF Cup round of 32 between Serrekunda FC and Fortune Football Club. The winner advance. It's going to be an attack coming from Serrekunda FC. This time the ball is too strong for the 20 and forward Esa Sanya. Esa is number 20 for Serrekunda FC, and Serrekunda FC is starting in goal with Seydou Jallo, Abil Job, Sekou Mane, Edward Mendy, Esa Sanyang, Usman Nyang, Ibrahim Ambaji, Mohamed Jaju, Esa Gay, Alpha Baba Toure completing the 11 for Serrekunda FC. And Serrekunda FC under the guidance of Al Husseini Sen, and Al Husseini is having the assistance of El Asso. It is currently Fortune 1, Serrekunda FC nil. The winner advances to the round of 16. Salifu Koli getting that off. This is Kausu Singate playing that ball short to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu trying to connect the run of Mohamed Jallo. And the ball is too strong for Jallo. Rolling into the gloves of Seydou Jallo, the goalkeeper. Serrekunda FC to start the play from their own half. It is already a lively contest. Hard battling contest between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC having a lot of physical players. It is indeed another great side playing in the second division, whilst Fortune playing their trade in the top tier. The winner will advance, and it is a clash between second division side Serrekunda FC and the fourth division side Fortune Football Club. But this is the FF Cup for you. It is a delivery, Serrekunda FC, from the team captain, Salifu Koli. This time on a defensive work. Serrekunda, Ibu Sanyang will try to get that. He says, Seni Jata. And finally, Salifu Koli foul in the process. Salifu Koli and Gaira Juve is now urging his players to step up. Jane Juve very busy on the technical area. Bakari Cisse will get that. If our memory could serve as well. Fortune in the last year's FF Cup got crushed after a defeat rather, by Marimo Park Food at the same Bakau Mini Stadium. And Fortune in their fourth game this season in the FF Cup, and the round of 32 and the fourth clash between Serrekunda FC. It is currently Ibu Sanyang's lone goal, the difference between these two sides. Ibu Sanyang's lone goal is the difference between the two sides. Serrekunda FC trail by a goal to nil. It's a corner. Salifu Koli to take this. Crowded penalty area for Serrekunda FC in trying to protect this. This time around, no foul. And it's another opportunity for Fortune Football Club to effect the second corner. Serrekunda FC trying to have that defensive options. It is still 1-0 in favor of Fortune. Salifu Koli will get that once again. Salifu Koli, Ibrahim Ature not very far from the corner. Koli Salifu floats that. This time once again a low one. Serrekunda FC will try to attack. Seni Jata. Seni will now switch the play from the right to the left. And that's an infringement on the player of Serrekunda Football Club. Serrekunda Football Club, formerly of Gumtel. And it is the second season for Serrekunda FC after the purchase of the team from Gumtel Football Club to Serrekunda Football Club. Salifu Koli heads, not a great one. Serrekunda regained possession. This time it is Esa Gay. Esa, a great back heel. Can they get something from this attack? Caught out by Sirifo or Sambu Jangture. Ball being chested down. Ibu Sanyang trying to connect the run of Gaira Juf up front. This is indeed a great one. Sirifo with a timely interception. Ibrahim Ature on the attack. Trying to connect the run of Mohamed Jallo. Jallo Mohamed. Tricky and pacey. Dispossessed. Serrekunda FC on the attack. Sambu Jangture this time serving as one of the central defenders. Mohamed Jallo regained possession. Fortune on the attack. Trying to unlock the defense. And Jallo currently having it tough on the other end. And it's an advantage. Serrekunda Football Club has been a great fixture with a lot of flying tackles. A lot of flying tackles in this game between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda Football Club. Sirifo Dabo jumps. Player this time Serrekunda FC. Can they get something from this? Alaji Mbalo. It's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. Serrekunda FC trying to get this game to parity after Fortune getting the lead through Ibu Sanya. Fortune leading by a goal to nil. And if we have the access, we will try to monitor the results across other venues in today's GFF Men's FF Cup. And it is the round of 32. The round of 32 fixture between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC played the preliminary against Wabanjul, a fixture they won on post-match shootout. It is Salifu Koli, Ibu Sanyang once again. Salifu Koli back to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu trying to get this time caught out. Caught out by the central defender of Serrekunda FC and team captain Mohamed Jaju. And Fortune enjoying the slender advantage. Getting the lone goal courtesy of Ibu Sanyang. And Bakari B. Sise will have this time to effect this. It's a throw in quickly taken. Gaira Juf. This is Gaira. Bakari B. Sise with a decent one. And the final touch on the player for Serrekunda FC. And Serrekunda will use the left side of the attack to penetrate. It's going to be a great run. This time Sirifo Dabo. Sirifo with a clearance around the center circle. Ibu Sanyang trying to reconnect Ibrahim Ature. And Ibrahim failing to keep that ball in play. Serrekunda United or Serrekunda FC will benefit from a throw-in on the other end of the Bakau Mini Stadium. And in case you're just joining us, this is all coming to you live. And it is live from the Bakau Mini Stadium in the GFF Men's FF Cup. And the Men's FF Cup round of 32 between Serrekunda FC, formerly of Gumtel Football Club, against Fortune Football Club. Sirifo Dabo heads around the center circle. Salifu Koli. Koli Salifu regain possession. Kausu surge forward. Already the flag is up against Kausu Singate, who is having his first game for Fortune Football Club in the FF Cup round of 32. Kausu is one of the latest recruits. Kausu is one of those promoted from the feeder team to the senior team and currently playing. And it's a header. Alajim Barlow trying to keep that ball in play, unfortunately lost it. Serrekunda FC will benefit from a corner. We will try as much as possible to get you other results. We're currently having a fixture at the Boxbar Mini Stadium in Brikama between TMT and Bombarda. Brikama Bayside Bombarda Football Club trailed by a goal to nil against TMT. It's a decent one, this time cleared by Fortune Football Club. As I was saying, at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, it is currently Bombarda nil, TMT 1. We will surely try to get you other results across other venues. A strong head around the center circle. Kausu Singate lost it. Serrekunda FC trying to unlock that. Ibrahima Toure this time heads that ball down for Ibu Sanya. Trying to reconnect the run of Ibrahima Toure. That wasn't a decent one from Ibu Sanya. Trying to reconnect Ibrahima Toure. It's a long one and it's going to be another run. This time it is Serrekunda FC. And that is definitely very close for Serrekunda FC to get this game to parity. The team continue to search and search for an equalizer. Fortune still holding firm, leading by a goal to nil courtesy of Ibu Sanya in the first minutes of the first half. There's currently Bombarda nil, TMT 1 at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. We will try to cross over, possibly to the latest man Saho football field to get you resolved. Serrekunda FC nil, Fortune Football Club 1. Serrekunda FC trying to unlock the Sambujang Toure. Bakari B Sise. That's a foul. That's a foul signaled by central referee. And the central referee is Mod Lamin Chub, assisted by Syed Galan, Sam Sasum Sar and Sering MC as the fourth assistant referee. Bakari B Sise with a long one. Ibu Sanyang trying to head. A strong header coming from Serrekunda FC. And it's a throw in Fortune Football Club, and Fortune wouldn't be in any hurry as the team currently leading by a goal to nil in the FF Cup round of 32. And the fixture from the Bakau Mini Stadium, and it is live on LSTV and also on the official Facebook page of Fortune Football Club. At the commentary desk, Paulamin Fati. Behind the camera operations, Osman and Yiman Satacham. Fortune 1, Serrekunda FC nil. Serrekunda FC dressed in blue shirts and blue socks, whilst Fortune in white and green shirts and green socks. Fortune playing from our right to left from where we are seated, while Serrekunda FC playing from our left to right from where we are seated. It is the second division side, Serrekunda FC, trailing by a goal to nil against the Petroleum Boys of Fortune Football Club. And in the league, Fortune Football Club lost 1-0 in their last fixture against Gambian Dutch Lions at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, while Serrekunda FC played a trailing 1-1 scoreline against Gambia Ports Authority. And in the preliminary, it was 1-1 against Wabandul before winning on a post-match shootout. It's a busy technical area for Serrekunda FC under the guidance of Al-Hussein Hussein. Alas, so is his assistant. It's a corner, Fortune Football Club. Fortune will now rely on Salifu Koli. Bayano will get that crowded penalty area for Serrekunda FC. Team currently having a almost all its players around the 18-yard area except Esa Sanya. All been played short. Kausu back to Salifu Kole. Salifu float. Sirifo Dabo heads. This time, that's a corner. That's another corner for Fortune Football Club. The final touch on the goalkeeper of Serrekunda FC, Sedu Jalo. Sedu is the goalkeeper for Serrekunda FC. Dressed in his sky blue colors, sky blue short and black socks. And Bakari Sise is getting that for Fortune Football Club. That seems to be a push and pull, and central referee will try to sort that as quickly as possible. Modlamin Job is the referee, and having the assistance of Said Galan, Sasum Sar and Sering MC. It's a great delivery, eludes all the players, and it's a goal kick, Serrekunda FC. And Serrekunda FC trail by a goal to nil. They need to score. Sirifo Dabo or Sambujang Ture this time with a strong header around Fortune's half. Serrekunda FC, great back hill, and it's going to be a great run for the boys in blue. And Seni Jata getting that for Fortune Football Club, and a throw in Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC starting with Sedu Jalo in goal, Abil Jalo, Sekou Mane, Edward Mendy, Esa Sanyang, Usman Nyang. That is quickly taken by Serrekunda FC. And Fortune with a clearance through Bakari Sise, Gaira Juf. And that's a yellow card. That's a yellow card already. Dash out to the team captain and central defender Mohamed Jaju. Mohamed Jaju is the central defender and 12. After that tackle on Gaira Juf, it is an advantage Fortune Football Club. Fortune will have the opportunity to take that. Just as I was saying, Sedu Jalo is the goalkeeper for Serrekunda FC, Abil Job, Sekou Mane, Edward Mendy, Esa Sanya, Usman Nyang, Ibrahim Abaji, Mohamed Jaju, Esa Kei and Alpha Baba Toure. It's a strong one. Another strong header coming from Serrekunda FC, currently in their own half. Serrekunda FC will try to get that ball off the area, unfortunately lost possession. Ibrahim Toure getting that for Fortune Football Club. Fortune enjoying the slender advantage. 1-0 is the score currently. Kausu nothing given by the assistant referee on the other end, Sasum Sar. And it's a strong one, caught out by Seni Jata. It's another opportunity for Serrekunda FC to surge. This time into the gloves of the custodian. Alaji Mbalo is the netminder Fortune Football Club. Alaji is starting in goal. Sambujang Toure as one of the central defenders, having the defensive partnership alongside Sirifo Dabo. Bakari BCC operating on the left side of the defense, whilst Ibrahim Toure operating on the right side of Fortune's defense. Seni Jata, Ibu Sanyang and Salifu Koli as the midfielders, whilst Mohamed Jalo and Kausu Singate operating on the right and left side of the attack. Gaira Juf leading the line for Coach Jane Juf's side, and Fortune is under the guidance of head coach Jane Juf, and Jane is ably and reliably having the assistance of Mustafa Jaju as his first assistant. On the other dugout for Serrekunda FC is Alfuseni Sey, and Alfuseni is assisted by Alas So. It's a decent one coming from the team captain, a strong one. Salifu Koli, this time walking as a defender this time. It's a throw in for Serrekunda FC, trying to unlock the defense. Can they get something from this? This time a low one, saved by the goalkeeper Alaji Mbalo. Serrekunda FC trying to unlock Fortune's defense, trying to get this game to parity before lemon time. Will they be able to get that remains the question. Serrekunda FC dressed in blue colors, all blue, blue shirts and blue socks. It's a corner. Team captain getting that. Mohamed Jaju is the decent one, headed out partly by Fortune Football Club. It's a strong header, already that's a foul. Salifu Koli rewarded by central referee Mod Lamin Job. Lively game. Lively contest between Serrekunda FC and Fortune Football Club. Who is winning it and who is advancing to the round of 16 remains to be seen. But currently Fortune on the advantage, leading by a goal to nil. courtesy of Ibu Sanyang after a decent assist from Ibrahim Toure. Alhaji is getting that. Alhaji Mbalo is the goalkeeper for Fortune Football Club. Strong header. Ibu Sanyang, this time with a glancing header. Mohamed Jallo trying to reconnect Gaira Juf. Is that a foul? There's a player down. The team captain is down, injured. Back on his feet for Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC trying to unlock the defense, and already the flag up against Serrekunda FC. Fortune will benefit. Fortune Football Club 1, Serrekunda FC 0 from the Bakau Mini Stadium in the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32 fixture between these two sides. In the preliminary, it was Serrekunda FC 1, Wabanjul 1. Serrekunda FC 1 on post-match shootout. The team currently trailed by a goal to nil in the round of 32 against Fortune Football Club. Fortune, up next in the league, will travel to the Soma Mini Stadium for a clash against Heart FC on Thursday. It's a long one from Ibrahim Toure. Caught out by Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC on the attack. Central defender. What a game. What a game between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda FC. It is Fortune Football Club 1, Serrekunda FC 0. Sirifo Dabo getting that for Fortune Football Club. Gaira Juf is currently leading the line. And leading the line for the Petroleum Boys. Gaira Juf joined the Petroleum Boys this season and in the second round of the season. Serrekunda FC, that isn't a decent one from the boys in all blue. Serrekunda Football Club currently having 3 of its players warming up on the other end. And Fortune Football Club will use the opportunity to wind down the clock. They will hope to get the team or get back to the dressing room with an advantage. Currently leading by a goal to nil. Ibu Sanyang getting the lone goal. Fortune 1, Serrekunda FC 0. Back to the goalkeeper, Seydou Jallo. Seydou Jallo is the goalie, urging his players to move forward. Jallo Seydou with a long one, this time into the half of Fortune. Seni Jata heads. Ibrahim Toure trying to head that ball further. It is Serrekunda FC on the attack, using the left side of the attack and trying to unlock the defense of Fortune Football Club. Ibu Sanyang penalized by central referee Modlamin Job. Modlamin Job is the central referee, having the assistance of Seth Galan Sasum Sar and Sering MC as the 4th assistant referee. Time running out for Fortune Football Club. Time running out for Serrekunda FC rather. It is 2 minutes of additional time. Anyway, we have to wait for that confirmation. 2 minutes will be added on by the 4th assistant referee Sering MC. But before that, it's a delivery for Serrekunda FC. It's a strong header. And that's a corner. That's a corner. And 2 minutes added on. 2 minutes added on. And a corner for Serrekunda FC. Player back on his feet. Fortune to defend this crowded penalty area. A lot of men for Serrekunda FC. Can they get something from this? Another close one. Another close header coming from Serrekunda FC. Time running out for the boys in all blue. Already 2 minutes added on by the 4th assistant referee. And it is Fortune to benefit from a goal kick. Alhaji Mbalo will use the opportunity to wind down the clock. Fortune enjoying the slender advantage. 1-0 the team lead, courtesy of Ibu Sanyang. We have under 2 minutes before central referee Maud Lamin Job and his team of officials will bring an end to this first half. And the first half between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC in the league on 14th with 15 points, whilst Fortune on second, only 5 points behind champions Real de Banjul on 34 points. Real de Banjul on 39, Fortune on 34, Heart FC third on 33. And on Thursday, it's going to be a fixture between second place and third place. Fortune on second with 34, Heart FC on third with 33. And Fortune will play away to Heart FC at the Soma Mini Stadium on Thursday. It's a decent one, coming from Serrekunda FC, caught out by Kauso. Not for too long, Serrekunda FC regained possession. Sirifo Dabo or Sambujang Ture on a clearance. And Sambujang rewarded by the central referee Maud Lamin Job. Time running out for Serrekunda FC as far as the first half is concerned. Fortune will try to wind down the clock and possibly get the team back to the dressing room with their noses in front, leading by a goal to nil courtesy of Ibu Sanyang with a decent assist from Ibrahima Toure. Alaji Mbalo is getting this for the Petroleum boys. Alaji Mbalo getting that ball to Sambujang Toure. Sambujang with a long one. Caught out by Serrekunda FC. The Serrekunda FC nil, Fortune Football Club 1. Ibrahima Toure with a clearance. With that clearance, and this will slowly wind down the clock. Time running out for Serrekunda FC in the first half. Serrekunda FC trail 1-0 against Fortune. It's a throw in quickly taken, and there we go. Half time at the Bakau Mini Stadium. Half time between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda FC in the GFF Men's Round of 32. Men's FF Cup Round of 32, and it is already half time between Fortune and Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC nil, Fortune Football Club 1, and Fortune having their noses in front, courtesy of Ibu Sanyang. And this is where we're also going to have 15 minutes of rest, and do join us in the next 15 for the continuation. It has been Parliament Fatih at the commentary desk. Osman and Yimazada Cham behind the camera. Until then, bye-bye briefly, and do join us in the next 15 for the continuation.
Nyuma ngakufanga ofala malaba.
Welcome back to the Bakau Mini Stadium for the continuation of the live commentary in the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32 between Serrekunda FC and Fortune Football Club. Serrekunda FC now playing from our left to right to left from our commentary decks, whilst Fortune playing from our left to right from where we are seated. It is just few minutes into the contest. Fortune leading by a goal to nil. Courtesy of Ibu Sanyang. Ibu's header is the difference, and Ibu scored in the 11th minute to give the advantage for Coach Jane Jube's side. It's a corner for Serrekunda FC. Team captain to take this, Mohamed Jajo. Mohamed with a long one, trying to keep that ball in play. A header, Sirifo Dabo clears. Serrekunda FC once again. Serrekunda FC regain possession, trying to unlock the defense. Fortune Football Club, can they get something? This is already a block in there by Bakari Bisise, and it's a corner for Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC picking from where they left it in the first half, trying to cause some problems for Fortune Football Club. It's a corner. Serrekunda FC nil, Fortune 1, and team captain will get that once again, Mohamed Jajo. Mohamed is the team captain for Serrekunda FC, playing in the second division of Gambian football. And the team is currently 14th with 14 points, whilst Fortune in the top flight on second with 34 points. 5 points behind champions Real de Banjul, a point ahead of Heart FC on third. Brikama United on fourth. This time ball been tipped over by the goalkeeper Alaji Mbalo. Serrekunda FC continue to search for an equalizer. That is the second successive corner for the boys in all blue. Serrekunda FC, under the guidance of head coach Alassana or Alfusen Hussein, will have the time to effect the second successive corner. A crowded penalty area, another delivery, this time a strong header from Sirifo Dabo. Team captain Serrekunda FC Mohamed Jajo with another decent one. Alaji Mbalo straight into the gloves in. Alaji Mbalo is the goalkeeper for Fortune Football Club. Alaji is the custodian. Alaji will start the play from his own area. A strong one from the half of Fortune Football Club to the half of Serrekunda FC around the center circle. This is Salifu Koli trying to test the goalkeeper from distance. And Kausu Singate urging Salifu Koli to lay that ball forward instead of having a shot from distance. Already is a goal kick, Serrekunda FC, and the goalkeeper Sedu Jallo is taking that. Sedu getting that low to the team captain. And that's a foul. It's a long one on the ray of the. It is a set piece at a great position. A set piece for Serrekunda FC. A team trailing by a goal to nil. And in the last game, in the preliminary of the FF Cup against Wabanjul, the game ended 1-1 before Serrekunda FC advancing on post-match shootouts. It's another set piece at a great position for the Serrekunda boys. Serrekunda FC, formerly of Gamtel Football Club. After the purchase of the team, this is the second season playing in the second tier of Gambian football. Currently under the guidance of head coach Alfusen Hussein. Alas, so is his assistant. Three-man wall assembled by Fortune Football Club, leading by a goal to nil. Serrekunda FC preparing to take this. Who is taking this for Serrekunda FC? We have to confirm the player. We're currently having two of the players. Ibrahim Abaji is one of those. And it's a decent one. Serrekunda FC, courtesy of the number 10, Abil Chob. Abil with a right-footed delivery. And this time sailed off target. Goal kick, Fortune Football Club. Alaji Mbalo is getting that. Alaji is in goal for the Petroleum boys. under the guidance of Jane Juve. Mustafa Jaju is the assistant. Alaji Mbalo in goal, Sambujang Ture and Sirifo Dabo, the two central defenders. Bakari Bisisek operating on the left side of the defense. Ibrahima Ture operating on the right side of the defense for Fortune Football Club. You have the midfield trio of Seni Jata, Ibu Sanyang and Salifu Koli. Mohamed Jalo operating on the left side of Fortune's attack. Gaira leading the line and Kausu Singate operating on the other wing. This time it is Salifu Koli. Serrekunda FC on the attack. Serrekunda FC will now switch the play from the right to the left. Ibrahima Ture trying to head. It's another opportunity, Serrekunda FC. Can they get something from this? Around the area. That's a call for a penalty and nothing given by the central referee. Nothing given by the central referee. And the technical bench is trying to dictate the central referee. Anyway, the central referee waved in for a play on. Ibu Sanyang, clear, partly done. It's a strong one. Coming from Gaira Juve around the center circle. Central referee waving in for a play on. Ibu Sanyang trying to get the ball to Mohamed Jalo. And the ball is too strong for Jalo to hold. Serrekunda FC trying to cause problems for Fortune Football Club. Having a very combative game in this fixture. Mohamed Jalo. Jalo Mohamed. It is Ibrahima Ture. Ibrahima trying to clear, allowing that ball to roll out. A throw in Fortune Football Club. Central referee Mon Lamin Job, having the assistance of Sed Galan, Sasum Sar and Sering MC. That's a foul throw. Salifu Koli, Fortune Football Club, around the area. Salifu Koli. And Salifu Koli was seemingly trying to avoid the leg of the central defender. And the final touch coming from Salifu Koli of Fortune Football Club. Serrekunda FC with a goal kick. Serrekunda FC launched a long one, trying to unlock the defense once again. A great run on the left side of Fortunes. This time around to Abil. This is Serrekunda FC around the area. Currently Fortune on a defensive walk. Flag of the assistant referee up against Serrekunda FC. Fortune Football Club. Not a very good start for the Petroleum Boys in the second half. It has been a combative game, a lively game, hard battling fixture between Fortune and Serrekunda FC. Who is getting to the round of 16 of the FF Cup remains to be seen. Fortune on the advantage, leading by Ibu Sanyang's lone goal in the 11th minute of the first half. Ibu's goal is the difference. Sirifo Walaji Mbalo is the netminder. Walaji Mbalo. Gaira Juve with a strong header, who is currently leading the line for Fortune at the Bakau Mini Stadium. Gaira once again. Ibu Sanyang. That's miscommunication. Bakari BC getting it low. The flag is up against Fortune. Salifu Koli penalized by the assistant referee's flag. And in case you're just joining us, this fixture is coming to you live from the Bakau Mini Stadium in the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32 fixture between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC, formerly of Gamtel Football Club, playing That's a yellow card for Gaira Juve. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card for Gaira Juve. Serrekunda FC will launch another attack. This time into the gloves of the goalkeeper Alaji Mbalo. It is the FF Cup. The FF Cup from the Bakau Mini Stadium. Round of 32 to be precise. The winner advances to the round of 16 in the FF Cup. Fortune crashed last season against Marimo Park Food. It's another strong header coming from the team captain. It's a strong one. Fortune Football Club on the attack. Player Rasul and Kauso Singate is penalized. It's a double substitution. It's a double substitution. It's a double substitution for Serrekunda FC. Alaji Mbalo with a long one for Fortune Football Club. Glancing header coming from Mohamed Jallo. Gaira Juve, that's a handball. And a double substitution in preparation from Serrekunda FC. And Sambo Jang Toure Rasul, and rewarded by central referee. It is a double substitution for Serrekunda FC. Pasori Silla is one of those players coming in. Pasori Silla and Mamadou Njai. Pasori Silla and Mamadou Njai are the latest players to be introduced by Serrekunda FC. Pasori Silla 14 and Mamadou Njai 15. The latest players introduced by Serrekunda FC. Salifu Koli on the left side of Fortune's attack. Salifu looking for options, currently having more men for Serrekunda FC, trying to unlock the defense, and Seni Jata lost it, and Serrekunda FC to benefit from a throw-in. It is Serrekunda FC nil, Fortune Football Club 1, and that's a foul throw, signaled by central referee Modlamin Job, and Modlamin Job is having the assistance of Seth Ngalan, Sasum Sar and Sering MC as the fourth assistant referee. Busy technical area for the Gaffers. Fortune Football Club currently having head coach Jane Juve on the technical area, and also his assistant Mustafa Jajo. Mustafa is back on his seat, whilst currently Jane is on the sideline trying to give instructions to his boys around the area. It is Salifu Koli. Can he get something? This time into the gloves of the goalkeeper, Seydou Jallo. Seydou Jallo is the goalkeeper for Serrekunda FC. It is still in Fortune's favor. High pressing game coming from Serrekunda FC. Another clearance. The new entrant, Fortune calling in for handball around the area. Another strong header coming from Serrekunda FC. Seni Jata trying to get the ball off the player in question. It is Gaira Juve on the attack, and straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Quickly taking Serrekunda FC. Team captain and central defender this time. Not a decent one. Not a decent one from Mohamed Jajo. Mohamed Jajo is the central defender and team captain. Double substitution effected by Serrekunda FC. Pasori Silla 14 and Mamadou Njai are the latest players introduced by head coach Al-Husseini Sen, and his Fortune on the attack. Clearance coming from the netminder. That was definitely timely. Timely clearance from the goalkeeper Seydou Jallo. The boys in all blue, Serrekunda FC, playing in the second division for the second successive season after the purchase of Gamtel Football Club, and we had the name change from Gamtel Football Club to Serrekunda FC, and it is currently the FF Cup, or men's FF Cup round of 32. Before the round of 32, it was a fixture between Serrekunda FC and Wabanjul, and that game ended 1-1 before Serrekunda FC advancing on post-match shootout. Sirifo Sambujang Ture, not a decent clearance. Ebu Sanyang regained possession fortune. Mohamed Jallo trying to use his pace and skill. Mohamed Jallo dispossessed. Seni Jata to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu trying to dribble past his marker. Play on, says the central referee. And it's another opportunity for Serrekunda FC to start the play from their own half through team captain. Serrekunda FC floats that ball forward, decent one, and already the ball crashed on the advancing player. Gaira Juve to attack for Fortune Football Club. Gaira Juve, that's a decent tackle. And that's a decent tackle coming from Serrekunda FC, Sekou Mane. Sekou Mane with a decent tackle on Gaira Juve. Tackles flying everywhere. Tackles coming from both Serrekunda FC and Fortune Football Club. It is definitely a combative game at the Bakau Mini Stadium. And the Bakau Mini Stadium is giving us this class in the GFF Men's FF Cup round of 32. And the round of 32, the fixture between Fortune and Serrekunda FC. We also have some other games across other venues. Can Fortune get the second from this? Ibu Sanyang trying to unlock the defense. Ibu with a low drive, caught out by Serrekunda FC. And already the flag is up against Serrekunda FC for a Fortune corner. Fortune will benefit from this corner. This is one of the most difficult games. But we should always expect that. It's an FF Cup game, and we should always expect that. Second division side will always want to get a victory over first division sides, and equally first division sides will always have it challenging against second division sides. Anyway, it's a corner Fortune Football Club, an advantage Fortune and Jane Juve. Fortune 1, Serrekunda FC 0 from the Bakau Mini Stadium. Many will always tell you the Bakau Mini Stadium is always not a very good ground whenever you play. And anyway, this one isn't an exception. It is already Serrekunda FC. The flag is up against Fortune Football Club. The ground isn't very okay. And currently hosting the GFF Men's FF Cup. And yesterday it was a victory for the Fortune Girls at their own football complex in Brusubi. 3-1 was the score for the girls. And it's Sambujang Ture guarding that ball off the area. Goal kick Fortune Football Club. Time running out for Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC need to score to have the opportunity of advancing to the next phase of the Men's FF Cup. And the fourth assistant referee. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card for the second official of Serrekunda FC. That is the second yellow card for Serrekunda FC on the technical bench. The first yellow was tossed out to the assistant coach Ela Sow before another official being shown another yellow card. It is still Mohamed Jallo with a strong header. Serrekunda FC trying to get the ball off the area. Fortune Football Club currently having 3 players warming up. Dauda Dabo, 4 players warming up. Fortune Football Club having some players warming up in preparation for substitution. It is Serrekunda FC on the attack. Nothing given by the central referee Mod Lamin Job. It is Bakary Cisse to take that. Fortune Football Club enjoying the slender advantage. Got the goal in the 11th minute of the game courtesy of Ibu Sanyang. And Fortune is still holding on. It is Fortune on the advantage. 1-0 Fortune lead. Bakary Cisse with a long throw in. Gaira Diouf and the final touch on the player for Serrekunda FC. Having some players warming up. Dauda Dabo is one of them. Mustafa Jallo is one of them. And we also having Sekou Sidibe, also part of Alpha Omar Jallo. Alpha Omar Jallo, Sekou Sidibe, Dauda Dabo and Mustafa Jallo are the players currently warming up for Fortune Football Club. And it is it's a set piece for Fortune Football Club.
Calme, vous derrière.
Bakary Cisse is getting that, or Salifou Koli. It's Salifou or Bakary Cisse to take this. Two-man wall assembled. It is Salifou Koli to take this set piece for Fortune Football Club. Koli Salifou floats that sailed over the crossbar. Another substitution for Serrekunda FC shortly. Another substitution for the Serrekunda boys shortly. It's another substitution for Serrekunda FC. Benjamin Jaju introduced by the boys in all blue. Serrekunda FC. The team still trailed by a goal to nil against Fortune in the FF Cup round of 32. Gaira Diouf. Already it is Kausu Singate. Singate Kausu. Back to Ibrahima Toure. Ibrahima operating on the right side. Can he have a decent cross, this time into the gloves of the custodian? And that's a decent catch. A decent catch from the goalkeeper, Seydou Jallo. Seydou is the goalkeeper. Seni Jata chested that ball down. This is Mohamed Jallo to Gaira Diouf. Can Fortune get the second from this? Mohamed Jallo! Over the crossbar. That is definitely very close. And definitely very close for the second goal for Fortune Football Club, and Mohamed Jallo wasting that glorious opportunity. It's a glorious opportunity, a huge opportunity for Fortune Football Club. Mohamed Jallo should have done better. He should have done better. His effort sailed inches over the crossbar. Fortune Football Club should have done better. Mohamed Jallo should have done better, and that should have been the second goal for the Petroleum boys. Seni Jata missing it.
I def ngay lu la neex rek xamoo la fal dem yow papa régulier rek yow restez concentré bro yéen a ngi génn ci match bi allez bro
And it is still Fortune 1, Serrekunda FC nil. Fortune still on the advantage, looking for the second goal. To the gloves of the goalkeeper Seydou Jallow. Serrekunda FC up against Fortune in the Men's FF Cup round of 32. Serrekunda FC playing in the second division whilst Fortune in the top flight. Serrekunda FC on 14th in the league, 15 points, whilst Fortune on second in the top flight, on second with 34 points. 5 points behind champions Real de Banjul, a point ahead of Heart FC, and Fortune is playing against Heart on Thursday at the Soma Mini Stadium. Thursday at the Soma Mini Stadium between Fortune Football Club and Heart FC. Brikama United on 4th with 31 points on the GFF Men's Division 1 table standing. It's a strong one coming from Gaira Juve, trying to connect Mohamed Jallow. It's a decent clearance. Salifu Koli to Bakari Bisise. Caught out by Serrekunda FC. A throw in Fortune Football Club. Mustafa Jallow will be introduced any moment from now. Jallow is going to be the first player to be introduced by coach Jane Juve, and Jane is currently having a word with Mustafa Jallow. Alpha Omar is also being prepared to be introduced by coach Jane Juve. Alpha Omar is also one of those players recruited from the feeder team to the senior team. Alpha Omar Sow, 12, is one of those being prepared to be introduced alongside Mustafa Jallow, who is coming off. We just have to wait. And Alpha Omar and Kausu Singate. Kausu already given the debut against Serrekunda FC in the round of 32 in the FF Cup. Alpha Omar Sow will also be given his senior debut against Serrekunda FC after being promoted from the feeder team to the senior team after the completion of the first round. There's a player injured for Fortune Football Club at the Bakau Mini Stadium. Time running out, and running out for Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC need to score, or else it's going to be Fortune progressing to the round of 16 of the FF Cup. Fortune last season crashed out after a defeat on post-match shootout rather against Marimo Park Food. Gaira Juve back on his feet after the support from the medics on the other end of the Bakau Mini Stadium. It is the Bakau Mini Stadium currently hosting this crucial men's FF Cup fixture between Fortune Football Club and Serrekunda FC. It is still Fortune 1, Serrekunda FC nil. Another header, Serrekunda FC around the center circle. Mustafa Jallow or Mohamed Jallow trying to track back. And this isn't a great one coming from the number 10, Abil Job. It's a double substitution for Fortune Football Club, who is coming off. Gaira Juve is one of those coming off. Gaira Juve 9. Gaira Juve is coming off. Gaira Juve is going off, and the order seems to be Salifu Koli. Gaira Juve and Salifu Koli off. Gaira Juve and Salifu Koli of Alpha Omar Sow introduced, and Mustafa Jallow introduced. Mustafa Jallow last season was the leading goal scorer for Fortune Football Club, and coming from the bench to replace Gaira Juve, who started this fixture. And it is still Fortune 1, Serrekunda FC nil. Double substitution, and the first substitution for Fortune Football Club. Ibu Sanyang is currently down, and the player penalized by Serrekunda FC. And Serrekunda FC's player penalized by the central referee. Ibu Sanyang is still down, and Ibu is one of those players for Fortune Football Club playing in the Chan team. Fortune Football Club. Mustafa Jallow. This time it is Kausu. Right, Kausu trying to loop the ball off the heads of the central defender. Fortune calling in for a handball. Nothing given by the central referee. Fortune Football Club having 3 players in the Chan team. And we will surely get you the rundown shortly. It's a decent one. Currently coming from Serrekunda FC. Around the center circle, Abil, Bakari now. Can Serrekunda FC get something from this? Solid defensive work coming from Sirifo Dabo. That is definitely timely. Timely interception coming from Sirifo Dabo, the central defender. Fortune Football Club, just as I was saying, having 3 players in the Chan team. And those 3 players, Ibu Sanyang is one of those. Bakari Jawara is the other player for Fortune Football Club. And it's a corner already. A glancing header coming from Serrekunda FC. And any moment from now is going to be another substitution. Another substitution. And the 3rd player for Fortune is Adama Kante. Adama Kante, Bakari Jawara, and Ibu Sanyang are the 3 players coming from Fortune Football Club in the current Chan team. A double substitution await Serrekunda FC. Currently having Alas Usainu Juve is one of those players being lined up to be introduced, and Sidat Sonko. These are the 2 players to be introduced shortly. It's a long one coming from Serrekunda FC. Sambujang Ture heads and Serrekunda FC. Bakari Sise with a clearance. Double substitution any moment from now coming from Serrekunda FC. Alas Usainu Juve and Sidat Sonko are the new players, or the latest players being prepared to be introduced. Seni Jata trying to recover for Fortune Football Club. Nicely done, Jata Seni. A long one from the half of Fortune, still in their own half. Serrekunda FC heads around the center circle. The boys in blue colors trying to possess the ball so well. Serrekunda FC trying to unlock the defense of Fortune Football Club. Can they get something from this? Already Sambujang Touré Rasul and rewarded by central referee Modlamin Job. And the 2 players to be introduced shortly is Alas Usainu Juve and Sidat Sonko, the 2 players. Alpha Baba Toure is one of them coming off. Alpha Baba Toure and Usman Nyang are the 2 players taking off and are being replaced by Alas Usainu Juve and Sidat Sonko. These are the 2 players introduced by Serrekunda FC. Seni Jata with a clearance. It is still Fortune 1, Serrekunda FC nil. And it's a foul. That's a foul. The central referee is saying the ball is still rolling. Serrekunda FC with a long one once again. And they get something from this. Sirifo Dabo. Clearance coming from Fortune Football Club. Alajim Balo. Is that Serrekunda FC on the attack? Can they get something from this? And Alajim Balo saving that once again. The entire technical bench of Serrekunda FC almost up. Can they get an equalizer? Sirifo Dabo clearing that. Serrekunda FC still searching for an equalizer. Can they get it? And if they are able to get it, it's going to be against Fortune Football Club, and will be against Fortune Football Club from the Bakau Mini Stadium. Lively fixture. A difficult game for Fortune Football Club in the Men's FF Cup round of 32. Men's FF Cup round of 32 against Serrekunda FC. Mohamed Jallo back to the goalkeeper Alajim Balo. Alajim Balo with a long one, still in the half of Fortune. Great control coming from Serrekunda FC. It is Ibu Sanyang on a clearance. Fortune having more of its players in their own half. Serrekunda FC trying to pile more and more pressure in search for an equalizer. Bakari Bisise on a defensive work. Can he get that? This time it is Serrekunda FC. The flag of the assistant referee is still down. Bakari BCC to Seni Jata. Seni losing it. Another opportunity for Serrekunda FC to launch straight into the gloves of the netminder Alhaji Mbalo. What a game, what a lively game, what a fixture from the Bakau Mini Stadium. It is Fortune against Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC nil, Fortune 1. Ibu Sanyang with the lone goal, and Ibu's goal is the difference around the center circle. Serrekunda FC regain possession once again, trying to pile pressure on Fortune. Mohamed Jallo, Mustafa Jallo. Ibrahim Toure this time. Fortune will attack. Team captain there, clearing that ball. Ibu Sanyang, great chest ball being chested down, coming from Ibu. Mohamed Jallo. Jallo Mohamed, tricky and pacey. Trying to unlock the defense. Ibrahim Toure with a decent one, this time into the gloves of the goalkeeper, Seydou Jallo. Serrekunda FC desperately in search for an equalizer. Can they get it remains to be seen. And if they are able to get it, it's going to be against Fortune Football Club. Bakari BCC on the defensive mission. It's a corner, Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC continue to search for a breakthrough. Will they be able to get it? Is the biggest ambition, but of course the biggest question. Crowded penalty area. The boys in blue colors trying to invade the area. Fortune Football Club also having most of its players around the 18-yard area of their area. It is a decent one coming from the team captain, pointed away by the goalkeeper Alhaji Mbalo. Another corner, and it's going to be the second successive corner for Serrekunda FC. Serrekunda FC searching for an equalizer. Ibu Sanyang's goal is the difference. Busy technical area for head coach Jane Juve. Serrekunda FC in the preliminary. Won on post-match shootout after the 1-1 scoreline against Wabanjul. And currently searching for an equalizer against Fortune Football Club. And that's the second one. This time a strong header. And it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. This is a goal kick. A difficult game for Fortune. Hard battling game for Fortune Football Club. Tackles flying from all angles. Fortune 1, Serrekunda FC nil. Alhaji Mbalo is getting that goal kick. Mbalo Alhaji is the netminder. The goalkeeper. It's another attack coming from Serrekunda FC. 34 Dabo with a timely clearance. Timely clearance coming from Serrekunda FC. The boys in blue continue to search for an equalizer. Fortune Football Club need to be very careful here. Fortune needs to be careful. Another decent one coming from Serrekunda FC. Strong header from Seni Jata. Serrekunda FC trying to cause more and more problems for Fortune. Searching for an equalizer. Trying to possess that ball. Kausu Singate. Still in the half of Fortune Football Club. Fortune Football Club trying to connect Mustafa Jallo to Alpha Omar Sow. Alpha Omar Sow going solo. Trying to use his pace and skill. Alpha Omar Sow for Fortune Football Club and currently Rasul. And rewarded by central referee. And Dauda Dabo will be introduced any moment from now. He's one of those goal scorers for Fortune Football Club. And Sehu Sidibe will also be introduced shortly. Double substitution for Fortune Football Club any moment from now. Sehu Sidibe and Dauda Dabo are the new or latest players lined up for substitution. Lined up for substitution. Fortune Football Club 1, Serrekunda FC nil. Time running out for Serrekunda FC, but it is never over until it is all over. It is not over until it is all over. Mustafa Jallo trying to connect the run of Dauda Dabo, and unfortunately